things that we're going to talk about. So firstly, it's going to be the different types of difficult behavior and difficult people. And then we're going to move on to how to identify them, because it's not always easy and straightforward to identify them. And thirdly, we're going to do a bit of introspection. Is it you? Are you the source of the problem? Are you the cause of the difficulty? And then finally, we'll look at how to deal with them. That's the most important thing. What are the strategies, tips, and techniques that we can use to deal with these people? So we've covered the difficult types of behavior in section 1. We'll now move on to section 2, and that's how to identify these difficult people. So that was a voicemail that I actually received in 2008, and it left such an impression on me that I wrote it down word for word. But I think we can all agree that that's an example of aggressive behavior, right? So there was nothing hidden about the anger. It was upfront, and it was clear for me to hear. Aggressive people want you to see that, and they want you to feel the full force of their anger. So the first thing is should you take action? What are the considerations you should think of before you dive in and take action? Self-reflection, is it a one-off? Yeah. Consider there's something going on in their lives? Yeah. Thanks, Joe. George, know all the facts. Check it's not you. Very good, Abby. Take emotions out of it. Absolutely, very good, Ivona. Get their opinions and difficulties, Satya. Yeah. Impact of actions on me and others, Virginia. Brilliant. Facts. Spot on, everybody. And last but one is the reward from fixing that behavior. Is it worth putting in that energy and the emotion and the physical exertion into fixing that behavior? And then lastly, to someone's already said that, it was Abby actually, check it's not you. Yeah, if you're the one that's in the wrong, then you probably don't wade in and fix the behavior. Do you think it's a sign of weakness just to ignore the difficult behavior and just carry on? But if you are going to let difficult behavior go without being fixed, you need to ask yourself two things. Are you letting the behavior go because it's the right thing to do? Or is it because it's the convenient thing to do? If someone chooses to be hostile and aggressive, okay, that's their problem. They are in charge of their emotions and their behavior, not you. It's not your responsibility. Your responsibility is for managing your own behavior, feelings, and emotions. Okay, so those are the kind of steps that you might follow in dealing with aggressive behavior. And certainly remaining calm and acknowledging them are absolutely fundamental. What have we learned today? Firstly, we looked at the different types of people and difficult behavior, and we saw the hippo, the cat, and the blue-footed booby on the aggressive, passive-aggressive, and passive continuum. You then told me and gave me some great words and expressions on how they make you feel. And we can see this, they have quite a profound impact on our lives, both in work and at home. And we then looked at how to identify these people. We heard from the angry Scottish factory manager, and that aggressive behavior was quite easy to identify, but passive-aggressive behavior, very difficult. We then talked about, is it you? You know, are you the source of the difficulty? We looked at some tips for you to identify whether it is actually you. And then lastly, we looked at how to deal with this difficult behavior, and we looked at some steps that we can take to address each behavior in turn. So if you've enjoyed this session, if you could leave a nice review on Google for Martin John Training. If you wanted to, you could sign up to my HIT, and you can get that from my homepage at the bottom on my website. And hey, you can hire me for either online or face-to-face training. That's all from me. Thank you so much for giving up your time and spending it with me at all hours of the day and night. And I really hope that I have the pleasure of interacting with you again.